coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier. Dante Hightower on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and...
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Albert Wilson.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020, and he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Bobby McKee.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the give. Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3-yard attempt.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
44-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now running right through it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He's calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, we've seen rookie running backs come into the league and have success right out of the gate. You think most recently of Saquon Barkley, finished second in rushing yards his rookie season. Zeke Elliott led the NFL in rushing yards as a rookie 4 years ago. Do you think this kid has what it takes to follow in footsteps like that?
I certainly do, and I went back to my notes when I was scouting him coming out of college, and those were a couple of the names that I wrote down. Not as strict comparisons, but that type of ability. He has talent. He has smarts. His expectations for himself are high, as are his teams. And, you know, running back is a position you see going in the first round very often. This guy is justified being picked in the first round in my mind, and I think that he can carry a ball club if they just hand him the ball 20 to 25 times a game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup
from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 20.
They'll run with White. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
James White, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Cam Newton sacked. by Kyle.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Pushing his way through. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A nice pickup there. And, Charles, speaking of this guy, this rookie, he has been outspoken. A great article made the rounds a couple of days ago essentially saying that he wants to take this team to the playoffs. He wants that more than any kind of individual award that's out there, and that certainly seems like the right kind of attitude to have.
Oh, there's no question about that, Brandon. And to be fair, if this team makes the playoffs, he'll be in the Rookie of the Year contention and conversation anyway. And so I think that the general manager, ownership, they have to have big grins on their faces because this is exactly why they drafted this young man. The talent was there. They just needed him to help get this team over the top. And if he's Rookie of the Year and they make the playoffs, that's exactly what they got him for.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
8-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback?
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Good.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with White. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White 75 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
At the 47-yard line.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Fitzpatrick, the old war horse, getting everybody up to the line quickly. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A final shot before the break. Newton will find his tight end here, Asiasi. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC East matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a carry for White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Going on the ground, it's White. White's got a first down and more. 30, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Cam Newton. That's good.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
1st and 10.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
36-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Play action, it's Newton. And he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's good for a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's White, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Brandon Copeland in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down. Then comes right back and gets a sack.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 16 yards, a first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Newton's pass.
Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now it's Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
8-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
5-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Dante Hightower on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the first throw in overtime for Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Parker. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there in overtime. 52 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
In overtime today.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with